Here are my 3 most viewed jokes on TikTok. Can you guess the one which received the most views? Here's number 1.
I was just talking to my wife. She seemed very upset. I asked her what the matter was and she said, "Well, I think I've made a terrible mistake." I said, "I've learnt that when you make a mistake, the best thing is to embrace it." And with that, she turned around and gave me a hug.
Here's number 2.
An Australian cabbie picked up an American from Sydney Airport. And as he was taking him to his hotel, the American looked out his window and saw Sydney Tower. He said, "Impressive building. How long did it take them to build that?" The Australian said, "I think 11 years. "Ha," he said, "I'm from a construction company. We could have done that in the States in 6 months. A little bit later on, they were going over the Harbour Bridge. Impressive bridge," he said. "How long did it take them to build that?" "I think 8 years, said the Australian cabbie. "Ha," he said, "in the States, we could have built this in 6 months. A little bit later on, the American saw the Sydney Opera House. An impressive building," he said. "How long did it take them to build that?" The Australian cabbie gave a quick glance and said, "Crikeys, that wasn't there yesterday."
And here's number 3. An Englishman, a Frenchman and an American were caught by the Germans during the war and were sentenced to the firing squad. They stood the Englishman up first. The commander of the firing squad said, "Ready, aim." But then the Englishman yelled out, "Earthquake, earthquake." The Germans panicked and ran in all directions, and the Englishman was able to escape. Next, they brought up the Frenchman. Again, the commander got his crew together and he said, "Ready, aim." But the Frenchman yelled out, "Flood, flood." And again, all the Germans ran off in different directions, and the Frenchman was able to escape. The American, seeing this, was brought up next. Again, the commander got his firing squad in order. He said, "Ready, aim." But then the American yelled out, "Fire, fire, fire." Let me know in the comments below which one you thought received the most views. And if you want to get more content like this, then like and subscribe.